again on second down. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Got it.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Breeze hands to Ingram. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a soft...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Saints add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Airing one deep for Crabtree. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Ellis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 78 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking deep for Crabtree. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Airing one deep for Crabtree. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Breeze on third down. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Lynch. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Carr. And that's complete to Walford. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. To throw his Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now Carr throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. Good enough for an Oakland first down. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back to the ground, Lynch. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.